Hey everyone, Larry Yatch back again for another lesson with SEAL Team Leaders. This one I want to share a very kind of vulnerable story, but more importantly, one of the most important lessons that has made the biggest change in my life over the last 5 or 6 years. Being a high functioning individual, what I mean by that is being an individual that made big commitments and held them on a consistent basis, achieving a whole lot in my life. Everything from attending the Naval Academy to becoming an officer in the SEALs to creating and running successful training businesses. I was always driven by the wrong definition of success, and I guarantee you're very much in the same situation. Especially if you're a high performer. If you're someone that does better than average on a consistent basis, most likely you've been tricked into the wrong definition of success. A definition of success that is going to guarantee that you never get to experience it. So when you think of success, what comes to your mind? I have asked that question to thousands of people as I've spoken, and I always get the same answers. Meeting a goal or objective, right? Success is when you set a goal or objective and you achieve it. That's when you produce success. The problem is that when we set that as our definition for success, meeting a goal or objective, we aren't talking about the experience of doing it. And what happens when most people have that as their core definition for success, as soon as they meet that goal or objective, the next thing they do is set the next one. So at best, you experience that joy of achievement for a small section in time. So by driving our definition, our behaviors around success based on achievement, we never get to actually live in success. And that's why most of you have been in a situation where you have achieved a lot in your life. You've produced some big results, but you still feel that emptiness of not being fulfilled. Where this really hit home for me was when my father ended up having some physical ailments, and these things were not going to get better. So he spent his entire life producing accomplishment after accomplishment, mostly in the effort to provide a good life or a better life for my sister and I and my mom. He worked his entire life producing some amazing results. Yet his experience of it was mostly around burden, around struggle, around having to work really hard so that someday he'd be able to experience the success that he worked so hard to achieve. Unfortunately, when he got to that point in his life, he suffered a traumatic brain injury that has resulted in his inability to make short-term memories. And that has caused his health to go down and his daily experience to not be very good. So after an entire lifetime of servicing others, of producing big accomplishments, but of not being able to experience that joy of living in what felt like success on a daily basis, because someday he was going to be able to experience that, and then that someday didn't come. It was coming home from visiting him in the hospital that I realized that I was on the exact same path, that I was producing an environment even bigger than him, where I was producing even bigger accomplishments based on his example, yet my daily experience was miserable. It was full of struggle, of not being fulfilled, even though I was making big accomplishments. And that's when I identified that definition of success, of meeting a goal or expectation, meeting them, that's really about producing an accomplishment, not producing success. And that's where I understood that the real definition of success is living in an optimized daily experience that's sustainable over time. Right? That's what feels good. Right? Success is an experience or a feeling. It isn't something to achieve. Now, when I produce achievements, that can support my optimized daily experience, but ultimately I have to put my attention on producing that optimized daily experience. So take a minute now and think, where in your life are you driven by producing the next accomplishment, yet living in struggle all the way towards that achievement? Getting a new house, buying a new car, getting the new job, getting the promotion. Each one of those things are amazing accomplishments, yet they don't produce a feeling of an optimized daily experience. So if you have to struggle your whole life to someday be able to retire on the golf course where you can enjoy golf, is that really living a successful life? Yet if I produce an optimized daily experience and I do it in a way that is sustainable over time, and that's key part, sustainable over time. If I produce an optimized daily experience today, right, anyone can have a blowout amazing day, but then I have to pay for it tomorrow, well, that isn't success. Success is producing that optimized daily experience today that is sustainable into the future as well. Now, if we think about it, if I'm in that if today's going to be awesome, tomorrow's going to be awesome, a year from now is going to be awesome, is it likely that I'm producing accomplishments to support it? And the answer is, of course it is. If it's going to be sustainable over time, then I'm producing the accomplishments. But my focus is not on the accomplishment. My focus is on the optimized daily experience. So that's your critical lesson today. Hopefully I can save you years of struggle by being able to shift your focus from accomplishments into true success, which is that optimized daily experience over time. Thank you for spending time with us. Make sure to hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, and if you need help being able to identify how to produce an optimized daily experience over time, if you need help being able to build the teams necessary in doing that, we have an amazing course that lays it all out for you, and we'd love to show that for you. So there'll be a link down in the description to be able to find out more about the course that we've designed to be able to give you the knowledge, skills, and resources to be able to produce an optimized daily experience today and into the future.